I'm just winging it for now because I'm like, I'd rather build this and worry about the other shit later. If it's big enough, like if people want to do like how I do it, and want to start more shit and put more artists on, bro, be my guest, start a PCE 2.0, like do this shit. No joke, like, as long as it brings to the same objective, because you can do it, and you'll have your artist, and I can do it, and I'll have my venue and my artist, so we'll see who wants to go to which event, and we'll do it a different weekend, so everyone can go to whatever, but like, so my point is like for the point now is just creating something that sticks.
So behind the shirt, to start off with, these are my 9th grade denims.
Why kids?
As I get older, like you start to like stress over stuff that's not important and all that.
Showcase some stuff. It's all airbrushed. One of the top spray painters in the valley, in the country.
I just like to be a little activist about my work. Basically explore and show up like peace and love in actual life. WokeUpForFun.com.
How are you? Hey, here we're gonna showcase some of your pieces. Tell us more about yourself. Right. I'm just gonna showcase a Banana Republic vintage piece, and he laid it over because he knows that his shit is worth it. There we go. Tell us more about yourself.
Started out doing this in a room in New York, and then we expanded all the way to the West Coast. So we out here.
So what does Minus Is Us stand for? What is it?
Oh, it just stands for like a group of people that work like a 9 to 5 that don't want to work their 9 to 5 anymore and want to like branch out, pure entrepreneurship.
So Minus Is Us. Is that
Minus us? Yeah, don't put us
We're
in
not
that
part
category.
of it.
Absolutely not. This is like a traditionary. This is like cut and sew by us in studio on our punk shit, like 1980s, all handmade, hand stitched, D-rings, oversized sleeve, and then there's a bridge between like what we think's hard in terms of the vintage game. A mixture of vintage and cut and sew.
You got shit for days. I'm not kidding. Harlem. Is that where you're from?
Yeah, that's where we stay. That's where we posted up for
Represent
a little bit.
Harlem. What's the story behind Sauce by Soy?
Sauce by Soy, man, it's about making sauce that nobody has in the clothes, and then seeing how expensive clothes are to buy, and then buying something and like, fuck, you got the same thing. So I figured I'd just make my own. This is the fleece set, you know.
So but like you all from scratch.
This is all from scratch.
So you got the fabric.
I caught the fabric. The fabric had this whole thing.
Oh, so it had these.
This is all one big bed sheet.
Oh, okay.
Yep. The bag. Yep. I planned it out which piece, how the shirt's gonna look. Got the matching.
So you laid it out.
We laid it out.
You gotta peep the inside though.
Peep the fucking inside.
Woo! You got the tags. Guys, this is professional.
Like, look at this inside.
Is that a tape
quilt I got it on Craigslist from the 1940s. This guy's aunt made it.
Wow. Hey, check. You can see the stitches all by hand, my friends. So this is the future. This is how we be going by now. Not for real. That sucks. What's going on, family? Big shit. I want you to introduce yourself to the camera.
I'm Kathy from Our Denim Jeans.
Yeah. Let us know the idea, everything.
Alright, so Our Denim Jeans is a textile recycling company, but we focus on denim. So the jeans is not Jeans, the normal way you spell it. It's actually jeans, Genes. Basically,
Jenes.
yeah, the regular, like how you know how you spell regular jeans, but I switched it over to like jeans, like genetics. Because I'm basically not just trying to save clothing, I'm trying to save lives. All in a nutshell. Those are one of my favorite. They were just in a fashion show in March. So basically I do anything to save clothing.
Where do you see yourself next? What's the idea for your brand?
The end all be all is a store, but a store that has stores inside of it. So not just my brand, but other people's sustainable brands. Not just sustainable brands, but just event space where people can come and have things like this. Just really like a community.
Talking about Peace Unique.
Yeah.
Hey Ethan, please. You gotta show us some of your pieces here. Crazy designs. And on some crazy brands too, right?
You got the classic Medusa on the Versace, of course.
So what's the story?
For the sinners. They wear fuck up or anything like that. I mean, everybody has stakes or whatever, you know.
It's been a while now. This OG designed by yours only.
Limited collab.
Alright, the Carpenter represent. Broken and the Carpenter, bro.
Really,
Since day one.
collab I've done.
So I have a brand, it's called The Laughing Geisha, and it's a lot of like reworked vintage pieces. I'll do a lot of patchwork, a lot of like hand painted things, and kind of whatever I'm inspired by at that moment, I'll make it. A lot of the graphics are inspired by my Japanese heritage, summers spent in Japan. But yeah, now he is trying on all the hats.
All the hats. Hey, when did you start? Why did you start? What inspired you to do this full time? When did you start?
2.5 years ago, when I was going through a severe depressive episode alone, and I was like, I need to find a creative outlet, and I've always loved art and clothing. I taught myself how to screen print in my dorm room abroad because I didn't have any friends at the time. I self-taught from YouTube, and then people started liking it, so I just continued doing it. And I was supposed to go into finance, the econ major, everything, but then this kind of worked out, and so I'm having just the best time.
And what would you say the community that revolves around custom clothing, what is that like?
It's such a fascinating community of people, and I don't know, I've personally found like it's very inviting and everyone's very supportive, and it's just such a great way also to get inspired for your own shit. Just see, like, even walking around here and looking at other people's stuff, it's so crazy and cool, and I think it's also just an amazing thing to be able to look at something and be like, wow, that's how that person thinks.
I think even for artists, when you're like, how the fuck did they make that? Because like when you understand what kind of goes into creating these garments, the stitching, the layouts, and you see some crazy stuff, you're like, how the fuck did they do it? Like those pants, like bro, this you know, there's a whole thought process that goes into creating this, making it comfortable, and so it just we're competing against each other for the wellness of each other. But what's one of your favorite pieces?
I really like this. I like these shorts, and then I made ties. Like I started the green one. I really like. I'm just like kind of trying out new shit.
I like that. I've actually never really seen anyone make ties.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with ties, and I think they're the new next thing. I was like trying to style this guy like a wife beater with a tie and like baggy jeans, like those jeans, and like cool Nikes or something. Yeah.
And the last gates in the house, guys.
Thank you.
You guys don't know the dedication.
I know.
Got on the wrist.
If I fail, this is really sad for me. I can't die until it. I started sewing. I used to be a professional figure skater, and then
a professional figure skater. So like that's like the dancing on the ice.
Yep.
That's amazing.
Hated the garments, all the outfits that they had, and so I would design my own. And then my mom is the one that taught me how to sew.
Okay, and that's where it started. So what do you do in your day life?
Day life, I work mental health industry with teenagers, and then I do personal training. So it's actually going to electric chorus, and I thought of like pieces that like were a little more unique.
Electric chorus is what, like an EDM concert or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'd rock it.
Looks pretty good on you, dude.
Right?
It makes your eyes pop.
There's so many people in the crowd here. It's kind of really busy, so we kind of have to come behind the scenes for Carla's inauguration of Electric Hearts here. But the pieces are amazing. The jewelry is even crazier.
Yeah, this one's like a real crystal. It's actually made out of like silk thread. Real shells.